You know, you'll often hear it said that the quiet working people of the Old West lived and prospered because other men who were more venturesome were willing to fight for them. That wasn't always the case. And right now, I'm going to tell you a story of a quiet man who made his own fight in his own way, and this is the story of the Gunsmith.
Come over here.
Something wrong?
Unless something's wrong with my eyesight, that's Buckskin Frank Leslie.
Are you sure that's who it is? I never seen him.
I have. I seen him do his fancy shooting act up at Denver. Alex, I don't like this.
His being in town don't have to mean anything.
No? Well, here comes Mary. And the way she looks, she don't like it either.
Oh, Alex, I'm
I
scared.
know, I just saw him. Come on inside.
You two should have got married. And Buckskin wouldn't have had nothing to do about it.
We don't know that he means to do anything. Maybe he doesn't even know Mary lives in this town. Besides, she was never his girl.
No. Just his target. It ain't no accident he being in this town, because he's heading straight for the place.
I understand you're Durwood.
That's right.
Hello, Mary. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Hello, Frank.
What's the matter? You don't act like you're very glad to see me.
You got business in this shop?
As a matter of fact, I have. I understand you're a pretty fair gunsmith, Durwood. Maybe you've heard I'm pretty fair with a gun myself, in my own way. A couple of experts, huh? Take a look at this.
You really got something here.
Oh, it's a pretty fair target pistol, all right. Trigger works a little stiff, though. I was hoping you might be able to ease it up for me.
When do you want it?
How long will you take?
A couple hours, maybe. If you'll be in town that long.
Oh, I plan to stick around for quite a spell. Look, mister, don't take any chances on ruining the gun. Take your time. I won't need it before this evening.
It'll be ready.
Oh, by the way, Mary, somebody told me I'd find you in this town. You'll hear from me. Aren't you going to say anything to me?
I was just locking up. I'm on my way home.
Yes, I know. You won't open up again until this evening. You know, I was thinking maybe we'd take a little ride and talk things over.
No, I can't.
Of course we can. I rented the rig especially for you. Now, you wouldn't want to let a little thing like that go to waste, would you?
Frank, please.
Get in the rig, Mary. View. Let's get out and take a look at it. Come on. I said come along, Mary. Somebody told me you're planning on marrying the gunsmith. You know, you haven't said a word to me since we left town. But I don't mind, because I got a lot of things to say to you. Like, why did you run out on me last year in Tucson?
I couldn't stay. Not after I saw you kill that man.
The jury called it self-defense. I didn't like you running out on me. You might have known I'd find you.
Now that you've found me, it's not going to do you any good. Because I'm through.
Oh, no, you're not. You took my luck, and the act went sour when you ran out. You're coming back to me.
No.
You might as well get used to the idea, because you are. I even brought your costume with me.
I'm getting married, Frank.
You know why I shot that fella in Tucson?
No.
Because he was interested in you, Mary. And I'd do it again. Do you hear me? Where'd you get this? Gunsmith give it to you?
You could have killed me.
Yes, I know. Now, if you want to keep that gunsmith alive, you better tell him you're not going to marry him. That you're coming back to me in the act. First performance will be tonight at 8 o'clock.
Not bad.
I came by for my gun. Is it ready?
I just now finished.
Let's get it.
What's she doing with you?
Let's get the gun. There you are. That ought to cover it.
You got change coming.
Keep it. I'm assuming you did a good job on this. You better hope you did. You think anything of Mary?
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Say, old-timer, if you'd like to see some fancy shooting, come over to the Crystal Bar tonight, 8 o'clock. Got my old partner back.
Alex! Hold it! Turn around, Buckskin.
Alex, don't.
You're going to let her alone.
You're making a mistake, friend.
You're going to let her alone, do you hear me?
You hear me? You're making a big mistake. Now, you all saw what happened. You tried to use that gun on me. I could have shot your head off just as easy. Been within my rights, too. Yeah.
Your bad hurt? And now you know, son, that you haven't got a chance with a man like that.
Seen 5 shots fired, 5 bullets sent crashing to within 1 inch of my little partner's handsome figure. Now, while I'm reloading, if any man here doubts that I am unable to continue my demonstration, you're invited to step up and place your bets with the bartender. I'll cover it dollar for dollar.
10 shots out of 10? I got 50, says even you can't call him that good, Buckskin.
Help yourself, friend. Anybody else? Well, mister, looks like you got quite a party going here. Sure does. Is there some concern, Marshal?
Depends. Ask Mary what she thinks about it. We're just going to. How about it, Mary? Had enough?
It's all right, Marshal.
None of my putting then. Sorry, Alex. But I still think I'll stick around.
Sure. Watch close. Get some pointers.
You watch close.
I always do, Marshal. Are all bets down?
Yeah.
I thank you, gentlemen. Are you ready?
Can't these fools see that that poor girl is scared to death? She's going through torture.
I don't think they do, John. It's only an act to them.
10 shots, gentlemen. That's it. 10 shots.
I'll be darned, Buckskin. That's the best shooting I ever saw.
I thank you, friend. Now, I'd like to remind you all there will be a special performance tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Monday, I'm moving out, taking the act over to Albuquerque, so I'd appreciate it if you gentlemen would spread the word.
Marshal, would you see me home, please?
Sure thing, Mary.
Go ahead, kid. Get a good night's rest. You've earned it. The drinks are on me, gentlemen.
Wait a minute.
What's the use? Nobody can do anything about it.
Well, I think maybe they can.
You saw some pretty fancy shooting, didn't you, Derwin?
That's right, Buckskin. I sure did.
And no complaints from Mary.
Well, I never did like a bad loser. I sure don't want to be one. Appears like the best man won.
Hey, now that's more like it. Will you drink on that?
Why not?
Bartender, set up another drink here.
I'll take a shot while you're at it.
What? Why, you stupid...
He didn't make anything quiet. Let me see it.
Is anything wrong?
Take a look. Did you say that cylinder was knocked out of line?
Better not be.
I'll tell you what. I'll take it over to the shop and check it real good. Won't cost you a thing.
Well, all right, but I gotta have that back by tomorrow afternoon.
You get it. Thanks for the drink, Buckskin. Let's go, John.
Where you been to?
Tried to see Mary. She wouldn't talk to me.
Well, that's plain enough. Buckskin told the girl to stay clear of you.
That's the way I figure it. It's time I started working on that gun.
Well, I can't see that there's any hurt to it.
Blade sight.
What about it?
Lock that door, John.
Huh?
Lock the door.
Pull that shade, too.
Hey, will you tell me what's going on around here? And what are you aiming to do to that pistol?
First off, I want to heat up the barrel. You get that forge hot.
Ready?
Now I got to reset it in town. John, fetch me a candle. A what? Oh. Good. You'd never know a thing had been done to it.
So, you set the sight and tell her, huh? Now what?
Try it out. Dead center.
Yeah. But that's just one shot. What's going to happen after he fires a number of shots? The barrel gets hot, melts the tallow. Why, that sides are going to vibrate from one side to the other.
An error of 2 inches at 100 feet, if I figured it right.
Yeah, but you can't tell which side will be off.
Gotta leave something to chance.
You're going to get Mary killed.
Yes, sir. I was 6 years old when I picked up my first gun. My dad taught me how to pull the trigger and hit a target, and I've been doing it ever since. Oh, you're early. Gun fixed?
See for yourself.
Oh, it looks all right.
I got a proposition I'd like to make you, Buckskin.
Yes?
You call yourself a betting man and an expert shot. Well, I'm beginning to have my doubts on both those scores. This kind of shooting at 30 or 40 feet, it don't take too much real skill.
You think so? Well, what have you got in mind?
Just supposing it was 100 feet.
Are you asking me to shoot at Mary from 100 feet with a handgun?
Not at Mary, at me.
You know, I've never turned down a bet yet, nor have I welched on one. What have you got in mind?
We go outside where there's some room, and you shoot at me. 10 shots at 100 feet. You put every bullet within an inch of my body, and you win.
How do I lose?
By either shooting wide of an inch or hitting me with a bullet.
Now, what kind of stakes would you give those odds for?
Mary, if you lose, you promise to get out of town and out of her life for good.
Well, I figure she's mine already.
I'm willing to put up everything I own, my business and my property.
And your life. I'll say one thing for you, you're not a piker. All right, Durwood, you've got a bet. Now, if some of you gentlemen would be kind enough to pick up the hay and the backstop and take it outside for me, I'd appreciate it very much. Would you like to pace the distance?
Yeah.
All right, stand back, gentlemen. Give him room.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Marshal, you never seen anything like this. Durwood's going to be the target at 100 feet. He's daring Buckskin to hit him and have to give up the girl.
5.
Alex, you can't go through with this.
Leave the man alone, Mary. He's counting.
Listen to me.
I told you to leave him alone.
This is it. You'll shoot from here.
Marshal, can't you do something?
Well, what about it?
You couldn't stop Mary from doing something of her own will, Marshal. You can't stop me either.
All right. That's how you want it.
I'll ask you to hold this. It's my stake. It's a deed to my property, all signed.
What happens if you lose your nerve, Durwood, and can't stand there and face 10 shots?
Then you win.
Fair enough. I suppose we all know the terms.
Well, let's get started.
Just a minute. How do I know this gun shoots true? You could have doctored it.
It's up to you to decide. Why don't you test fire it?
I will. Say, would you two gentlemen pick up that board with a knot in it and set it against the backstop?
Satisfied?
I'm satisfied. Now go make a target of yourself, Durwood.
Alex, you can't go through with this.
It's all right, John.
There's nothing all right about it.
All right, so I get hit. Isn't it worth the gamble to save Mary?
Suppose you get hit in the head.
It's part of the gamble.
I'm going up and tell those people what you done to the gun.
This is the way it's got to be, John. Do you hear me? Really trying to break him down, aren't you? Do you have to keep shooting at his head like that?
I didn't hear anything in the rules against it. Let's make this a little more interesting. How about a few side bets? Anybody want in? Even money.
Go on, Buckskin. Get on.
That's 5 shots, Durwood.
Water be pretty soft by now, hadn't it?
When he stops like this, it has a chance to cool. He's a good shot, John. The best I ever saw. Maybe it's not going to work. I wished he'd just started again.
Get at it.
I gotta talk to you.
Get out of the way.
Please, Frank. If you stop this, I promise I'll do anything you want.
Figure you'll do anything I want anyway. Now stand back. I got a bet to win.
No.
If that gun cools off again, you'll never make it.
Mary, let him shoot.
No, I won't.
Let him alone, Mary. Marshal, get her out of there.
Hurry. Stay out of it.
No.
One more shot, Durwood. Then I've won the bet.
Alec. It worked, John. It worked.
Somebody go get the doctor.
Something went wrong, I tell you. Something happened to the gun. This I don't give a loud hoot. As far as I'm concerned, your shooting act is null and void. You lost your touch. And you ain't to risk Mary's life this way anymore or anyone else's. You got 5 minutes to get out of this town. Huh? Yeah. That's right.
Why is the doctor taking so long? Do you suppose it's serious?
No. That last bullet just sliced his bacon a little bit, but not enough to keep a man in bed too long. Well, Doc?
Don't look so anxious.
How is he, Doctor?
Why don't you ask him? Hi.
Oh, Alex.
See? He's chipper enough.
Sure. But that stuff old Doc put on hurt worse than a dadgum bullet.
Hello, Alex.
Howdy, Marshal.
Buckskin left town without this. Thought you might like to keep it.
No, I don't think I ever want to see it again.
Now, you hurry and get on your feet now. Oh, just one thing, Marshal.
Yes? That gun. If you ever use it for a target pistol, well, I just wouldn't make any bets.
And now, while our commercials try to hit the target, I'll just sneak away for a minute, but I'll be right back, so don't go away. My very sincere thanks to you for tuning us in, and my hopes that you'll be with us for our next story of The Pioneers.